Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Seasonal Tokens Podcast, where Polar interviews people so you can do more investing and less gambling.
So based on your experience as a crypto investor, what do you think is good or actually the best thing for a person to do during a bear market?
The bear market. I like to call it sale season, as I've said. So first of all, I have to say again, this is not financial advice. I will just answer by telling you what I personally do. So during the bear markets, I first of all hold whatever tokens I already bought. So I don't even look at them. So let's say I have 5 Ethereum from when the price was 4K and now the price is 1K. I don't even look at that. I consider that this is money that I cannot touch because I hold them because eventually the price will go up. This is how it has been shown. The next thing I do is I buy more. I use my dollar cost averaging and I use my investment strategy. And every month I go in and I buy more and I buy more and I buy more. So eventually with time, once the market recovers and we're in a bull market, I look at my entire portfolio and I see that there are lots of gains, unrealized gains actually. And something to keep in mind is if you sell the token that you've been holding in a period, you have actually caused the loss to become a realized loss. Whereas if you keep it in the token value, it is an unrealized loss. So this is something important to keep in mind. I'd rather always have unrealized losses than realize these losses. One more thing I wanted to add is even rich people back in 2020, 2021, they took advantage of the COVID crash. And I still hear to this day a lot of people that tell me if I would have invested in the COVID crash, I would have been a millionaire. And this is another crash that we have right now. And people, in my opinion, should take advantage of that.
You're absolutely right about that. Like bear market gives us a lot of opportunities, and there is a very wise saying that when people are scared, this is the best time to buy, or if I'm not wrong, the saying was like when there is a boot on the streets, this is when you have to buy. So I think that bear markets give us the best opportunity for that. And I have also heard some people saying that bear market is also a good time to start staking your tokens if you have such tokens. What do you think about staking, Move?
I love staking because if, for example, I have a X amount of money in a token and I decide to put it in a farm or stake it or provide liquidity with it, and the return I get is 30%. So by staking that and by providing liquidity and gaining the 30% APY, if the market goes down by a total of 30%, you technically still have the same amount of money that you have. It's untouched. This is why staking to me is a great way to decrease your losses. If, for example, the market went down 15%, you come out of a bear market with a 15% profit.
Absolutely. I agree with you that staking is a good leverage that you can use, especially during bear markets. So I'm a big staking believer. I'm also staking part of my portfolio just because I feel that it's a fact that it is close to a deposit, but with much higher API, like in the real world with fiat money, where the deposits actually give you a negative percentage, especially right now with the high inflation rate. So I believe that staking is very, very good, especially for those people that are not very good in trading and don't have much time to do trading. They can just buy whatever they want and stake it if they believe in the project in the long term. Of course, there are a lot of things that we can talk about staking, but it's good if you are interested in staking to do your research and see what type of staking you like the most and works the most for you. So one of the reasons why we are here, Move, with you on this conversation is because we're both part of the Seasonal Tokens team. So I feel the need to ask you a few questions about seasonal tokens. And the first one that I want to start with is like, what has attracted you to become part of the team?
It's a funny story, actually. It all started when Logitech approached my friend Holdemir. So Holdemir is my friend in real life. We're best friends, actually. And him and I were both in a Discord server where Logitech approached Holdemir and told him about seasonal tokens and about the advancements and the project itself, its roadmap, its white paper, and that it's mineable and it's farmable. So once Holdemir knew this information, he then decided to tell me about it when I saw him in real life. After he told me about it, he said that he already went in and he mined the token and he made around $500 in a matter of 4 days. And that was insane to hear about. So this caused me to spark an interest. The first thing I thought about was, how can I make money out of this? So when I joined the server myself and I met Rwan, the founder of one of the founders of the project, and I met the rest of the team as well, like Tears and even you, Polar, and Logitech, it gave me a sense of belonging. So I found of how it was like a family environment. It was very friendly environment. And hearing all of this and seeing all of that just wanted me to be part of something greater and belong to something greater in hopes of helping it advance more and more. Something that is, of course, worth mentioning for other people that are thinking of not being part of the team, more like being part of seasonal tokens itself, is the cyclical trading that has been mentioned multiple times. We also spoke about staking before, and staking is also found in seasonal tokens because you can farm and you get the 4 seasons, and then you can take these 4 seasons and reinvest them in the farm again, and then you have a loop of constantly staking whatever you've farmed and constantly making money. And it's just great, and it's just a very smart and technologically advanced way that I have not seen yet in any other project in crypto.
I didn't know this story, by the way. It's a very nice one. Just to mention that when Move has joined the team, there was actually an opportunity to very easy mine seasonal tokens and make a profit of $500 per 4 days. But right now, due to the fact that seasonal tokens is more popular than then, it's much harder and you need a lot more power to generate such income. But at the same time, seasonal tokens are still a very good investment. I think, of course, do your own research, but we're both part of the team and we're somehow subjective. But can you try and be objective and say, what makes you think that seasonal tokens is a good investment?
To be objective here is to speak in facts. So to be factual about this is to mention the technology that the project is based upon, which has been mentioned before a lot, and it is cyclical trading. So cyclical trading is a factor that allows any individual to buy a certain amount of a token, wait until the halvings cross, and then scarcity becomes a factor. And we all know when scarcity is a factor, prices increase. And then they would switch that amount of tokens that they got to another token within the seasonal tokens environment. Thus, the total amount of tokens they have will always be increasing. So this is a fact that anybody can go and test and look at previous price points. And this is something I do every single month, actually. Every single month, I always have an increased number of tokens in total. And this is one of the ways that I can be objective and say how this is a very great investment opportunity. The next thing is, whatever amount of money that you just got, whatever amount of tokens that you monthly cycled through, you can place them in a farm. And we all know in crypto how farms work. They are a way to stake and provide liquidity, and you get tokens in reward. And this way you can also try and help fight the decrease in prices, as we've already mentioned before in the meeting as well. So this is what I personally do again. So I cycle trade every month, and then whatever token that I cycle traded towards, I then place that in a farm, and I harvest at the end of the next month, reconvert everything to a new token if a new token is a better potential to increase my number of tokens, and then place it in a farm again. And this is why I believe that people should invest in seasonal tokens.